I mean, personally, our company's values media, by the way. We really believe that, if we want to help our country grow, people grow, you must promote values. They must internalize values. And you guys, the advertisers, you've got the money. You can really make this work.
Yeah, and you know what, I mean, you're so right about that, because sometimes people think that you put values in a campaign or commercial, they think corny, they think old, but I think in this day and age, we're talking about green marketing, social marketing. You cannot divorce it anymore because it is intrinsic in people. We tend to take for granted that the world has gone haywire and that and values are also a little bit all over the place already. But I don't think it's true. If we believe and we have faith that at the core people, positive values still resonate with people, then everybody wins. It's good for business, it's good for the brand, it's good for the consumers, and and I think that's exactly what we're celebrating.
If I may add, I think commercialism has made people feel colder. I mean, detached. And when you integrate values, people feel that they're cared for. That's what really excited me, about this campaign. And from the one who conceptualized it, from Asia Pacific, I know in Asia Pacific you really put a lot of emphasis on values. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah, we do, of course, yeah. What I guess the driving force behind this is partly what Nandi already said, no? Is developments in industry and in business today. If there's anything, well, especially in the industry of advertising, in the last, maybe the last decade, that clients have clamored louder than ever for the big A word, the accountability, right? And the advertising industry in that sense has been challenged even more. Not to speak of the recent economic crisis globally, but yes, I think so. That's one, accountability. The other one, of course, is over the last couple of years, there's been the rise of corporate social responsibility. There's been greater consciousness on this. And I guess that's one of the driving forces behind why the School of Communication, decided to get into this. Yeah.
Now, you mentioned there was a word that you mentioned, a phrase, integrated marketing communications campaign.
Effectiveness award.
Effectiveness award. So it's not integrated marketing
communications effectiveness award.
Okay,
so
right. So integrated because you integrate
different media.
Okay, that's
different media. Yeah.
Okay. Communications, okay. Effectiveness is, of course,
right.
Yes. Achieves its goal. Okay.
Right.
How do you measure this, the effectiveness of the campaign, both in the economic and the social side? Okay.
The economic end, you can look at the facts and figures that is there. On the values thing, you can see the values. The values are there, and when we talk of creative, we generally talk of, think of people who are sort of, their heads are up in the sky and so forth. But I'll tell you, I've grown up with the creative people for 40 years, and I'll tell you, those are the guys who have the most social consciences that I've ever found. Many an individual would knock on my door and come up with a campaign and ask me, maybe we could put this on air. And we would find ways and means to get the radio station or the TV station to put it on. That's the beauty of what we have there. And these awards, the Tambule Awards, have been able to sort of dovetail everything together. So it's working beautiful, hand in glove.
I am a businessman. I am interested in bottom line. Are you interested in bottom line? Okay. If you are, stay with us. There's more.
Christine, did you know that when you smile, you'll be much happier? Why? Because the serotonin comes up in your brain and goes to your happy brain when you smile. So keep on smiling.
Now, do we have good reasons to smile? Yes, we do. And we will talk now about bottom line and other matters. All right, bottom line. Okay, businessman. Okay, how do you measure? Do you in determining which should win? You go through examination of how we did in the marketplace in terms of profits.
Right.
So is there a gauge like sales must increase by a certain percent?
No, but the sales do have to increase, and they do present facts and figures
Okay.
to prove how that campaign has done. And this is presented by the company concerned as they sort of present their whole case study. It's a case study that's written out so that the judges can actually read what happened and see the commercials and be able to appreciate what that we've been able to do for the product concerned.
And the advertising agency is the one that gets involved here, presenting this to the Tambuli Awards group, or is it the company? Is it the agency? Is it the agency?
It's a joint.
It's a joint.
It's a collaboration.
Joint
Yes.
collaboration. Okay, and so okay, so it really has to be after the fact. In other words, after all the campaign, certain amount of time has passed. How much time does it have to pass before you can start evaluating a campaign and know whether it's effective, both in the economic and social?
Well, for the competition, this is held every other year. So this is a span of about 2 years. You know, a campaign that has run for 2 years, or within those 2 years. And so up to that point, agencies or clients can present facts on if there were improvements in the numbers within that period. No?
Okay. Who decides which campaign should be evaluated? Is it something that the company says, I want my campaign to be evaluated?
Yes, we do. We make the recommendation. Of course, you know, we track it very closely. We do the advertising. Jerry had mentioned something about accountability. We are accountable to our clients that, you know, that the campaigns we create for them actually work in the marketplace. So, you know, so we kind of have a good idea of the campaigns we did in the past year, the past 2 years that did well in the marketplace. And that's what we use as a basis to choose.
Who says, I mean, you, the agency, would say, I would like my campaign to be evaluated.
Yes.
So that's the way it goes, okay?
Or we've also received some feedback that some clients initiated. In fact, we've had entries that most of the entries have gone through their advertising agency, but there are a few who have gone directly to us. Some clients who have submitted case studies directly. Yeah? Well, since we're talking about this, it might be interesting to note that for the third season this year, we've seen a considerable increase in the number of participation, number of companies, both clients and ad agencies, including media agencies, including PR agencies, including events agencies. So, you know, more and more agencies are participating in this, which we think is a good signal. No?
And may I add that we have just released, the university has just released the second book of the case studies, which are available now in bookshops and the bookstores, so people can learn from this.
Well, the book actually, one of the things that the School of Communication has done is to produce a book that features the winning campaigns of each season. That way, you know, it's a good resource, well, maybe primarily for the academic community, but at the same time, I guess, for industry as well. So these are documented local campaigns. You see, our problem in the academic world is sometimes we use a lot of foreign material, and to get well documented local campaigns, local brands, and how they've succeeded is not very easy to come by. So, you know, this publication, these books that we produce each time we have this, you know, can be a way of documenting successful Philippine campaigns.
Nandi,